Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 4 of the Korriban Galactic Championship Qualifier. I'm your host, Dion Morales, and I'm joined by my good friend, William Haywood.
Korriban.
And James Ritter.
Hey, guys. Also here for the Korriban.
See, there you go. Everybody here for the Korriban. Now, we have Steve McKenna versus Nathaniel Blair. I see a Fang fighter on the table, and I am ready for Steven to make me eat my words that all Fang fighters are D tier. See our last podcast episode for some hot takes. But before we do that, our scenario this round is not assault at the satellite array. We're going to do a little magic here. Bingo, bango. It is salvage mission. Look at that. Our animation leaves, and all of a sudden our scenario is right. It's perfect. See that? Salvage mission. You're using an action for the tow action to be able to scoop up those caches that gets attached to your ship. While you have one of those caches, you are not allowed to boost, barrel roll, any type of reposition. And if an enemy ship hits you with a critical damage, or you suffer critical damage from an effect, you are forced to drop it. If you do have your cargo at the end of the end phase, starting in round 2, you gain a point. So I know this is, for a lot of lists, the scenario that is a little bit tough for them, and I'd love to hear Will break down these lists, tell us how they're going to function in salvage, and for everybody at home, it is time for you to choose your champion.
All right. So let's start with Steve McKenna here on your left flank. Those Rebels. Starts off. Let's start with that Fang you mentioned, and I might have to disagree with you here, because this Rebel Fang Boudica Venge has the ability to shoot twice. You got to fix these cards. I feel like they're getting bigger and bigger. By the way, Dion.
They're not balanced. They're all different sizes. Is the problem?
Oh, okay.
In the database.
I understand. Anyways, Boudica, the Wrathful Warrior, has the ability, after another friendly ship defends, if you are not depleted, you may perform a bonus primary attack against the attacker. If you do, after performing that attack, gain 1 deplete token. So, essentially, if you don't shoot at Boudica, she will try to shoot you. And we'll end up with basically a undepleted attack and then a depleted attack. Unless she shoots her primary first. She would have to shoot at I4 and then an I3 or an I4. Shooting second attacks her friend, and then she could get 2 non-depleted attacks, which I guess might be possible. We do have a 3 and a 4 across the board from her. Let's see here. Let's take a look at her upgrades, or their upgrades. I don't know if it's a girl. I just assume. And never do that. Has only offensive upgrades, Crackshot and Predator. So those upgrades are for offense, and has Concordia Face-Off. If someone's attacking you at range 1 in their front arc, you can change one result to an evade. So clearly this Boudica wants to get in there and start trading range 1 shots and draw the fire away from her friends. Force them to shoot into that face-off ability. Her friends include Benthic 2 Tubes, classic build here, with Jenner, so Perceptive Copilot and Contraband Cybernetics. Benthic, every time he focuses, he can throw a focus token to a friendly at range 1 to 2. And because he has Perceptive Copilot, he gets an extra focus token, 1 to give, 1 to keep, and Jen Urso can convert one of those focuses into an evade, or in fact, I guess technically both. Jen Urso has no limitation. Anytime someone gains a focus token, it can be an evade. So either focus evade for yourself or throw a focus to somebody else. But we all know who Benthick's going to be helping out here. That's Hera Syndulla. In the A-Wing, has the ability to share her tokens with ships at range 2 of her. And with that combination of Jyn Erso, when Hera gives a ship a focus token while they're attacking or defending, she can change it into an evade. So no matter what they roll, Hera can get you a token for your dice. Hera brings here Elusive and Predator, some extra modifiers, Fire Control System, and Proton Rockets. Fire Control System is very interesting there because in addition to focus and evades, she can also share her locks. So if she gets a focus pass to her, she can take a lock action, use the Fire Control System as a reroll, and then give somebody else that lock. And of course, Proton Rockets, 5 dice, bullseye attack. That's how you do some spike damage beyond just her regular 2 dice attack. And the last ship here, another A-Wing, that's Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka can give a ship an action even if they're stressed for the cost of 2 force. She has 3 in total. Her upgrades include the infamous Shattering Shot, Trick Shot combination. If you shoot through an obstacle, that could be a potential 4 hits coming in from the primary, or even 5 hits through the concussion missile that she has equipped with her as well. So super cool to see that combination, such a high potential of damage coming out of just a little A-Wing, just a little baby A-Wing.
I remember when it was growing up.
Yeah, I remember when you were just Arvel and Jake. And now look at them. They got real aces out there. As a note, we do sometimes see these guys with turrets. These guys are not using the turret upgrade. They are just utilizing the action into red boost that they get from vectored thrusters. Mostly because they're high initiative, right? They're 5 and 6. So the boost linked action is pretty good for them. All right. So let's move over to Nathaniel Blair's list. This is a 3-ship scum. And it has James' favorite ship in it. That's right, the Fire Spray.
This is false.
Everybody loves the Fire Spray.
Everybody.
We have, let's start with Koshka Frost, because we can complain about that the most first. I just. Anyways, Koshka Frost gets a reroll if you're stressed on offense or defense. Has the upgrades Notorious. So if you shoot at her, she can apply a strain to you if you're in her arc. And that's another way that they can get a reroll. Though notably, only for blanks. It's taken me a long time to realize that Notorious has a restriction. Because I've just been rerolling my own dice all the time. I feel like Marcel every time I learn something from an old card. Anyways, I was like, man, how many times have I cheated using that? But yes, Notorious, you could only reroll blanks, if I'm not mistaken. If they're strained, you can reroll blanks. This Koshka Frost also has Ahsoka Tano, a force point, though you can trade that force point to give somebody else a red focus token. Has Dead Man Switch for that illicit slot to gain access to Notorious. Marauder, that's not even her ship. But somehow, for some reason, she is allowed to take Marauder, which allows her to take Veteran Tail Gunner. Every time you make a front attack, you get a rear attack as well. So, let's see. The other Fire Spray here is Iman Azamim flying his actual ship, the Andrasta. He is equipped with the Maul Force Point. I was going to stop for the shot, but it doesn't seem like much is happening here.
Just a bit outside.
Let's see. Oh, what was there? Is this obstructive shot going to do anything? Am I behind here?
Oh, notorious.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for that return fire. Ooh, Boudica, though, waiting in the cut. Ready to attack. And this is what I described with Boudica. She gets her regular primary here, undepleted. Dion, get your dingus hand out of there.
Ah. 3 hits.
People, Dion, your hands are showing.
Spends a force. Does deal 1 damage there to Iman.
Iman reinforced? No, Koshka reinforced. Tempting here.
Got the shot
Do you
on
shoot?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, strained Ahsoka. Though if you shoot Ahsoka, Koshka won't get her reroll. Plus, also, if you shoot Ahsoka, Boudica's going to shoot you. I don't think Ahsoka's in Hera range, but I believe Boudica is. All right, going into Boudica here. I think that's the right call. Saves the strain, and you don't get the extra attack from that Fang Fighter.
Here we go.
Easy evades. So we move on to Koshka then, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Only has Ahsoka.
So no.
Again, gonna prime that Boudica shot. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say not too much focus fire this turn. Going into the rebels, split up just a little bit. Single crit.
Yep, has the reroll for the blank from the strain. Obstructed range 3 and a single force. All right, Boudica though would like to shoot at you. Reinforced 4 agility. Single hit. France do like a full blank out here.
Nope.
Oh, Koshka's got the force too. So
yeah, you see, Boudica, the worst.
The worst. Oh
see,
yeah,
guys.
The ship out there who shot twice. Dion. No, Boudica's might be the best one. She's 5 points like any other Fang fighter in the game, but does have the decent initiative at 4. Not terrible. Just like a skull that we're used to seeing in the scum. But man, that ability to draw fire, right? Like, how many times have you been in the situation like, well, I could shoot a Fang at range 1, or I could literally shoot anything else that I'll actually do damage to. And that kind of tankiness can confuse the enemy, right? The more choices you give the enemy, the more likely they make the wrong choice.
Yep. And that,
right, but
that's the enemy's problem. That ain't my problem.
Yeah, that's not my problem. I'm out here bullseyeing people. Like, I don't care if you shoot me or not. Like, I'm gonna do damage. But let's talk more about Iman here. Now, we mentioned that he does have the force point of Maul, as you do. Bring your force points on your fire sprays. But Iman can, instead of dropping with a 1 template, you could use a 3 forward or a hard 3 template to drop. He's got concussion bombs that do damage cards underneath of shields, and strains if they don't want to flip up that damage card, and seismic charges that blow up obstacles, doing damage to each ship at range 1 of it. And of course, the Andrasta, allowing them the extra bomb slot and the capability of reloading them. Looks like we got one other ship there. Barely could see him. He's at the top of the screen. That's Q90. A pilot flying the Razor Crest. He has that child Mandalorian combination. We've seen previously, you get the force back even if you don't defend. You have the option to reinforce with the Mandalorian, plus you get the double force from the child. This one also has Greedo for some extra crits. It's Contraband Cybernetics, Electronic Baffle, and the Razor Crest title. Now, normally we see Contraband Cybernetics hidden inside of the Razor Crest.
Mm-hmm.
So you got any predictions on what could be underneath of it?
Maybe an overtuned modulators?
Yeah, I could see that. It works really good with the reinforce action of the Mandalorian.
False.
False transponder codes, yeah, so you're not target locked. Could be a potential as well.
It's probably false.
Yeah.
It's probably
'cause
false transponders.
You can hide the. He just
Oh,
flipped false.
there he just flipped it. It's false transponders.
Yeah, because you can hide the false transponder code. That way you don't break it when someone else locks you. And then you can choose to do it when you want to.
It's one of those things where it's like, I'm not here to inconvenience myself. I'm here to inconvenience you.
Yeah, it looks like we have a friendly bump here with Benthic. Ooh, that's really going to hurt this round for the Rebels. No additional focuses to be got.
Benthic, you had one job, bro.
Well, there's always Ahsoka who could give that focus action to Benthic. Unless she... I mean, worst case scenario, right? Benthic gives Ahsoka the token. Like, trade 2 force in for a focus or evade. Seems like a good deal. Oh, man,
that
Bodica...
was pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. Cleared a deplete, a distrain, and distress.
I haven't seen it outside of, like, Hollow throwing tokens around. Yeah, it turns out a single blue maneuver clears one of each type of those tokens. All right. Comes into the middle, though, once that Spaghetti Factory active. Iman had the chance to boost there out of arc.
No, it has the crate.
Oh, it has the crate. That's right.
I was waiting for you to say something like that. Something foolish like that.
Foolish. I'm so concerned about their maneuvers. I didn't see the little tokens there.
And there it is.
And here we see it.
Ahsoka does that hard to use her ability to give that focus action to 2 tubes. I'm sorry.
Yep. Ahsoka gives the action to Benthic 2 tubes, who then gives a token to Hera. And now we go back to Ahsoka's perform action step.
So much fun.
Yeah, I really like Benthic 2 tubes and Hera A-Wing. Such an easy combination that just boosts the efficiency of the whole squad. Looks like Ahsoka target locked. Bold choice.
Sometimes bold choices is all you have.
Well, Q9's looking for locks as well. He's either going to take the lock off of Ahsoka or the focus off of Benthic. Yep, gonna shoot Benthic. Or Benthic, Bodica. Yeah, trying not to give that ship too many extra bonus attacks.
Now, Hera, one to the left. You expect her to be pretty conservative, right? She's more of a opportunist.
I'm Yeah, focus boost here. You might need those defensive tokens, but you got to get into range 2 of them.
Yeah, she can't boost straight, but at least a boost left would at least get them at range.
Mm-hmm.
Which they just
I
need the
agree.
range. Yeah.
There it
Yeah,
is.
there it is. Yeah, she's a support ship sometimes, till she comes in with that focus
Proton rocket.
Yeah.
A support
just
ship
a
until
support ship.
she's really not a support ship anymore.
Yeah, until she's your heavy hitter. Okay.
Support ship with a cool trick. But here we go. This is Ahsoka firing here. Has Shattering Shot available.
No, going range 1.
Oh, going to the range 1. Never mind.
Yeah, unfortunate. No shattering shots here. It does have the lock and Hera. So what's fun is that you can pass Hera's token without spending it. Not required to actually spend the token.
And now spends after the fire control reroll 3 hits into the fire spray and 2 evades. Only a single damage there for Iman Azamine.
Ugh. Fire spray is doing fire spray stuff.
It's going to be okay, James. Next attack coming in, Q9. Two hits and a focus.
Yeah, gonna just spend the child force there. I would unlikely to defend, so should get that right back with the Mandalorian, and gonna drop Greedo on it too.
That's hit, crit. Passes it to Boudica, spends, and it already has half points. What's the crit?
Oof, yeah.
It is a wounded pilot. Gonna have to roll a die whenever performing actions. Could potentially gain some stress mechanics.
Yeah, gonna eat another 4 dice attack here from Iman. At least you'll have your Concordia face-off active for that. But not before Boudica gets to shoot first, though. Boudica loves being first player and naturally rolls 3 hits and a crit.
And all of those are going through into Iman.
Vengeance here. Iman already 2 shields down.
So that means we're going to get shield, hit, crit, and ends up dropping that salvage token. Cargo token. What is the actual name of those things? Cargo tokens? Cash.
Supply cash.
Supply cash.
I don't know if it says supply. I do know it's a cash, though.
Oh, it looks like it was a direct hit, friends.
Woo!
Down to 3 hull.
Wow. There's a chance that Benthic could finish it off. Though Iman does have the force, so unless they're tempted to spend it on offense here. Not tempted. Oh, had the lock.
There you go. Spend that one instead. And now the temptation.
Now you have to. Yeah, now you have to.
He's doing it.
Yeah. There it is. We're going to see... Oh, Hera's out of tokens.
So she does end up taking 3. Hit, crit.
Yeah.
Panic pilot for Hera.
Do you know what's really funny now, though?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no. That was Iman shooting. I was going to say Kashka could trigger Boudica's ability after she died. But Kashka's only initiative 3. Never mind.
All right.
Moving on.
There you go. Boudica gets taken out. Fang fighters have some resiliency issues. Maybe they'll be resolved someday, but let us move on. This is a long-range shot going into the tubes, and 2 tubes able to shrug that off. Here comes the U-wing. We'll have a range 2 shot. 3 on 2 has a focus.
Oh, gets the 3.
Natty's,
Iman's
baby.
going down unless he gets that squiggle. Ooh.
Got one.
Ooh, lives just long enough to drop some bombs and get out of there.
All right. And with that, we are back to the planning phase. Man,
Yeah,
Iman taking that much damage is crazy.
Yeah, I mean there was. I guess they threw only 10 dice at him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. You did 5 damage on 10 dice. Sounds about right. I mean, but Bodica natted, which was pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering where. Oh, I bet. So Hera spent 1 focus on Ahsoka's attack, and then another focus on Bodica's first defense. Is that where her focuses went?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you're the rebels, I mean, obviously all in on taking down Iman, right? Like whatever that takes. Do you stop here with Benthic then?
Let's see.
He's got contraband, so you can still do your token passing. I just don't know. Because I think most of your other maneuvers bump into Ahsoka, which would not give you your focus action.
Yeah, I'm probably stopping. Although if you stop, that does give Iman the opportunity to like 3 bank boost away.
True. Yeah, and that would be quite the commitment to stomp rotate right here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could dial in the 4 forward and it goes past Ahsoka's base. So you still technically bump into Iman. You overlap Iman. Right? So you can get to at least a red focus action there. But I don't know. Hera's hard too, right? So you're just going to be in her way if you do that.
Yeah, maybe you stop and then you just got to hunt with Ahsoka and Hera. Like I don't really see another option there.
Yeah, and this is why I think I do actually prefer the turrets on these A-Wings, just to give them some extra lanes they can take. I'm so used to seeing the Resistance A-Wings and how they fly around, where you're no longer a traditional double reposition ace, right? You're a fast turret all of a sudden.
We did just see the concussion bomb get dropped. So Iman kind of priming up, saying, hey, if I live one more turn, I get to bring some pain, some under the shield damage. All right, looks like Kashka Frost is just going around the mountain, though might be thinking about boosting, but you just dropped that bomb, so that's not really. You probably don't want to do that.
I mean, YOLO it, whatever.
True.
You got the Notorious and Deadman. They're not going to shoot at you. No, I'm just going to pick up a lock this round. I mean, Q9's probably stopping, maybe barrel rolling to find a better lane. Yeah, these A-Wings do not like those concussion bombs. They only got 2 hull. Ooh, Iman did do it. Good call, James. Yeah, and if it's not boost out of there, I don't know what you're thinking. There it is.
So that It's interesting, Will. You had said, the stop and rotate would be a big commit. Though, I mean, even so, Iman could have just not boosted, right? If you had done the turn. So with the plan that Iman had, there really wasn't a way to shoot it with two tubes.
Yeah, we say here a risky three sloop.
Benthic would have had arc either way if he turned to the
if boost or not boost, right?
Yeah,
I agree. Still, it was more risky that you reduce your agility down to 1, and if Iman banks the other way, like towards Hera to block her, that's what I was more worried about. That he just gets up in Hera's face, or purposely just like 4 forwards into Benthic 2 tubes. But man, that concussion bomb though is gonna be bad. Because if you don't flip up that damage card, you receive a strain. Do you know who really likes strain? Notorious Koshka Frost.
Oh,
so
yeah.
She's going to get a reroll from Notorious and a reroll because you're stressed. And has a force point through Ahsoka. Wow.
That's true. All of that.
I think we're seeing, we're waiting on Q9's actions here. Popped Contraband, Cybernetics, and the stop. So we're waiting to see the Q9 ability, where you can either bear roll or perform a calculate. He didn't do either one of those. What's happening, James? Why didn't he do... Oh, he picked up the crate? Nice.
This box is my box.
So wait, how did he get a lock and a crate, though? I must be missing something. He locked Ahsoka and took a crate? That can't be right.
Well, wait, the Q9 already had one.
Yeah, he already had a crate.
Oh, he already had a crate.
Yeah. We figured it out.
All right, this is a procket into Koshka Frost, though.
It is through...
5 dice.
Got 4. 3 hits and a crit. It is obstructed, though. And it looks like you're going to deliver 2 damage if Koshka spends the force.
Doesn't. Just takes all 3.
Okay. So saving it for offense against Ahsoka.
Yeah, it really wants to kill the Ahsoka.
Oh, from downtown, Ahsoka has a shot on the Iman. And able to roll 2 dice. Let's see what you get. And no lock. So I'm sure would love to have thrown concussion missiles. But cannot. 2 dice. Spend the force to hit crit for 3.
Yeah, go all in. Go all in. You got to. Is that 1 health?
Do it.
Do it.
There it is.
Got your back. I was going to say, Hera's got your back.
And that'll do it. Pushes through the damage you needed. Iman's gone, which means a concussion missile menace. Sorry, concussion bomb menace will not be arriving.
No, I think he spent the force, actually.
Oh, did he spend it?
Yeah, one evade, one eyeball, spent the maul force.
Ah.
Evaded.
Wrecked.
There is a chance.
And it's gone.
Yep, this is Q9 with the lock. And dropping, you got to be dropping Bolt Child for us, and he does.
Ooh, nice. 2 hits, 2 crits.
Yeah, it's just going to kill Ahsoka. She's only got a shield and a hull. And she's strained.
That'll do. That'll do it.
I like the idea there, right? To turn around and chase Iman.
Mm-hmm.
Did not work out for her. Now, Hera is also stressed. Got stressed from the concussion bomb and the Notorious when she shot at Iman. Or, sorry, Kashka.
And Kashka rolls crit, focus, blank, got a lock, re-roll it, double crits.
No lock needed. That's stress and strain rerolls.
Oh, you're correct.
Yeah.
Ability and Notorious.
It feels like that's so much action modification that it should have been a target lock. But nope. Just regular old things for a fire spray.
Trail mix here for Iman. Sorry, for 2 tubes and safe.
All right, we'll get some crate points here. And that's going to put the scum up 14-3.
Commanding
to the
lead
Rebels.
right now. Commanding lead.
Yeah, that bomb plus the ability of these medium base ships to find the targets.
Mm-hmm.
So bold, in fact, that Q9 is going to baffle away the stop stress by taking a damage.
I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it right now for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're ahead right now. Keep pressing the advantage.
Yeah, we see another Mandalorian crew member trigger. Again, Q9 didn't defend, so we'll get a child force point back. I mean, obviously a very thematic combination, but man, it just works really well. People don't want to shoot at you because you're like reinforced or you're 5K'd behind them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still get those force charges. Well, Dion,
Mm-hmm.
what can the rebels do? What's your out?
I
How do you
heard
win?
I heard that rebellions were built on hope.
Built on hope, huh? Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at right now. Honestly,
I mean,
they're just in a rough place overall. Like Hera still has used the procket already. She used the procket already, but like besides getting out Iman, you have a pretty big uphill climb with Q9 and Kashka Frost. Hera will be the next target most likely, and when and if she goes down, that's probably going to be game. You take down Hera plus one more turn of objectives. That'll do it.
Oh yeah.
And even if you ignore Hera, you could also just go heavy with both fire sprays and Q9 into Benthic and just take a couple turns, and that'll almost be a guaranteed kill.
True. Yeah, Hera's going to have a tough time pursuing that Iman, and we see that concussion bomb get thrown out. I love that combination of concussion bombs and Notorious. Where you can apply strain to people right before you shoot them. Pretty awesome. And yeah, the Scum team is just going to try to grab as many crates as possible. We'll have to assume Iman's doing a similar grab the crate Why not? What else are you doing?
Yep, I would scoop it up. There it is.
Yep, you survived the joust.
Seeing, I mean, what that does
Mission
is if the doing objective points even when you're behind has that possibility to activate that comeback mechanic, right? If something starts going your way, and you've been picking up the objective tokens, it leaves you in a lot closer reach than if you had not.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And I mean, I would say this scenario and the other action-based one, Scramble, are the ones where like you can't really ignore the objectives, right? Like they can accumulate you so many points per round that you kind of have to invest time and actions into them. Oh, and Hera can't leave. Hera gets face down damage card from the bomb, and I think Lumberchuck is just calling it there.
Yep, could not get out from the concussion missile.
He calls it, but like, you know, there's not much game left. So
yep. So 3-19 at the end of the turn, it would end up being 3-21. With the objective token. So congratulations to Nathaniel Blair. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.